Hello everyone and welcome back to Caterpillar Cross Stitch. In today's video I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about our latest stitch along project, which is called North American Adventure. This travel and map inspired cross stitch project is perfect for stitchy beginners. Likewise, if you have been cross stitching for a while and you've got to grips with it, it's great for you too. There's plenty of detail in there with all of the really cute motifs around landmarks, foods, animals and flowers. But also if you are a beginner, then it's really easy to get started with because you will be receiving a full cross stitch kit with all of the gorgeous supplies that you need in there, ready cut, ready sorted, perfectly packaged for you to begin with. There's also a ton of support available, and with a cross stitch along project you will be receiving the overall pattern, but it's broken down and split up into 4 manageable bite-sized chunks so that you never feel overwhelmed. So pre-order for this North American Adventure stitch along opens at 5 p.m. UK time on Friday the 12th of April, and part 1 is released at the end of May. Now this stitch along is broken down into 4 manageable, really fun and cute sections, and one of those will be emailed straight through to you once a month. If you're new around here, then hi, I am Sally. I am the creative director and founder of Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I have been making YouTube videos for many years now and creating cross stitch projects and patterns and supplies for 8.5 years. I love stitch alongs. They are sort of what we started with back in the day with Happiness is Homemade, which was a cake and baking themed cross stitch project. And they really do bring the community together. They're loads of fun, you'll make friends, there's lots of inspiration and just motivation along the course of the stitch along. So it's a fantastic way to just take your stitching to a new level, but also to get started with cross stitch if you are completely new. I would absolutely love to have you join us for the sale, so please do head over to our website, which is linked down below in the description box, but also you can head to caterpillarcrossstitch.com and sign up from there. And also, if you like freebies, and who doesn't, then please do join the VIP Stitch Club email list by clicking the link in the description box down below, and when you've done that you'll receive a free ebook with a variety of cross stitch patterns in there. There's 8 in total for you to get started with, and you'll also receive a discount code for 10% off your first order. So the North American Adventure stitch along project is actually the 3rd in the series. Our very first map travel inspired project was Adventure Awaits, which was a full world map. After that, we had so many requests from you guys for a British Isles adventure, which we launched last year, and that was really successful. Everybody loved stitching that cross-stitch project. And now we have moved on to North America, which includes the entirety of North America. So no matter where you're from, there should hopefully be an icon, an element, some little motif that represents your state or city. So this is Adventure Awaits. And you can see here all of the different little elements on there. Essentially, this is a snapshot of the whole globe. And what we've done with British Isles is we just zoomed in. It's very difficult, obviously, on a project like this to get all of the detail in, but we've zoomed in so that we can add in that detail of every single city and area of the UK. And now what we're doing is we're moving over to North America. So we will be concentrating on this space and filling in all of the little sections. So there might be some duplication. We do have a taxi as our needle minder, which I'll show you in a second. We've got the Golden Gate Bridge. We've got a maple leaf up here, Statue of Liberty. So there will be lots of detail in there. You might be from North America, or you might just love the place, you might have visited and have a particular affinity with it, and you would love to stitch this project too. So this is the British Isles Adventure Cross Stitch project that we stitched last year, and you can see here what we've done. We've zoomed in just on the British Isles, and then we've added in all of these extra elements. So it's really fun because it does take you on an adventure traveling around. So you might be from Britain, but even if you're not, it's really fun to discover fun facts about the different areas and a little bit of history as well and background about each of the motifs. So we will be doing the same with North America. There will be a full list as well released with each of the stitch along parts of those motifs we're stitching, with a bit of background information as well. So it adds a bit more value to the project itself, so it's also educational while crafty. You can join in with the North American Adventure Stitch Along at any time, but I do strongly recommend that you sign up from the 12th of April onwards. We are shipping out the kits and supplies in order date order, so it really is worth ordering as soon as you can. We will start shipping ASAP afterwards to get all of the lovely supplies to you in time for our start date at the end of May. We do ship internationally to over 30 countries, so don't worry, no matter where you are in the world, we will be able to get your lovely kit and needle minder to you. We have different shipping options as well, standard or tracked, depending on your personal preference. Part of the fun with a stitch along is doing it at the same time as other people. So there's absolutely no pressure to keep up. Everyone's got busy lives, and you might have a week where you've got a little bit more time, or a spare weekend, and then you might have a really busy period. So you can pick it up and put it down to suit you. But please do join us as well on social media, here on YouTube, but also in the Facebook group, which is linked down below, and on Instagram. We will be sharing lots of sneak peeks, but also progress pictures from the sample we have, but also from all of your lovely stitching too. For every stitch along, I always design a matching needle minder. It is quite tricky with some of them, especially with these map themed projects, just to pick one motif to represent the SAL. So this in no means represents the whole of North America. I just basically had to pick one element to turn into a needle minder. And for British Isles Adventure, we had a red London bus, so I thought that it would be fun for the North American Adventure to have a yellow New York taxi needle minder, and on here it says taxi on the top, and then it says CCS for Caterpillar Cross Stitch NYC. So these are really super strong magnetic needle minders. They are great for popping onto your fabric during any breaks in stitching. Your needle just goes on the top there, and the magnets are so strong. This is a glossy hard enamel front as well, so it's not wooden, it's not plastic, it's not soft enamel. It's the best quality you can get, and it will hold your needle absolutely safe on the front there, on the top of your fabric, which means the needle won't go anywhere, and you can just rest assured and relax and have the peace of mind knowing that your needle is safe and it's not stuck in the carpet, or your cat is playing with it, or it's in the arm of the sofa. So the best way to come on this North American road trip with us all is to get one of the full cross-stitch kits. So these are prepared with lots of love, care and attention by hand here in Warwickshire, UK, and it comes with all of the great quality supplies that you'll need. So you can see on the front here we've got a blurred example of what you will be stitching. It is a mystery SAL, so we don't necessarily share the full pattern right at the start. So it just adds that extra element of fun and anticipation as you go through. It will be split into quarters, and you will have fun guessing as to what comes next. The patterns themselves will be emailed to you. Those will be in colour and black and white as well. Very crisp, very clear, perfect for your use digitally, or you can have them printed nearby. This is the back of the kits here. This is our signature packaging, and you can see here this is a 14 count Aida kit. The fabric options for this SAL are 14 count Aida, 16 count Aida, or 28 count evenweave fabric if you want to give that a try. Maybe this is the first time doing that. And the fabric itself is a gorgeous pale blue fabric by Zweigart, made in Germany, which is my favourite brand to work with. And the pale blue will represent the sea around North America. There's also a photo on the back of the kit packaging here showing you exactly what's included. So you have the full instructions, which are illustrated step-by-step instructions. So essentially we're holding your hand through the whole thing. They're very easy to understand. I have a real bee in my bonnet about a game or a puzzle or a craft kit that has instructions and you have to read it 20 times because it's so difficult to understand. So I wanted ours to be really straightforward, simple, that anyone could follow. There's also the finished dimensions on the back here as well, which is really useful when you come to finishing off your project or having it framed or mounted. Our Caterpillar cross stitch kits come in full cross stitches only. So there's no back stitch, there's no tricky speciality stitches or French knots. This is a really lovely, calming, relaxing project that you can do in your spare time and just take a bit of me time just for yourself to relax of an evening or while traveling or waiting for a children's sports club, anything like that. This will just give you some time for yourself and a real sense of achievement when you complete each small section. You can see here some examples of the fabric. So this is the Zweigart Aida fabric in the pale blue, and this is the evenweave. It's a very, very subtle, gentle pale blue, so it won't be overbearing at all. We really want the DMC threads that you'll be using to stitch with to completely stand out and to really pop on your project. So shall we find out exactly what's included in our cross stitch kits? So once you open up the scalloped edge on the flap on the back, you will see your gorgeous thread holders. Now these are wound on our special Caterpillar machines, and you can see all of these gorgeous colours. So they're pre-sorted by hand and cut by hand. Now the special thing about these thread holders is that you can cut off as much or as little as you like. You can put any spare threads in the holes along this side, and then you can tuck the ends neatly away into these little slits, which means that you've got no messy ends getting in your way. It won't unravel at all, and you can use the 2 strands that are required for the project. These come in 6 strands in total, and you can just cut off a small piece or a much longer piece if you prefer, so there's no thread that's going to go to waste. You can see here that everything is very neatly numbered, so on the pattern as well you will have a full key, and you can correspond the number on here to the symbol in the key, and you'll know which colour thread to use when you start stitching. There's also a lovely secret message that is hidden behind these threads, so as you use them up, there are more words of motivation coming your way as well. Next, you will find your chosen fabric from 14 count or 16 count Aida or your even weave. So that will be specifically included inside. You've also got a DMC needle on here as well, which I find to be the best. And your fabric is cut to the perfect dimensions for the project, so there's no waste. And we also include a really generous allowance around all of the edges as well, so you've got plenty of space for finishing off at the end. And then you will have one of these lovely instruction cards as well, which has step-by-step instructions, illustrations on the top, and more details on here about how you can contact us, how you can join our social media communities, and our top tips. This is so much more than just cross-stitching. You're really joining part of the Caterpillar family. We have full support available by myself and the whole team here at Caterpillar HQ, but also across social media. We have a fantastic Facebook group now with nearly 20,000 members, and it's moderated by some lovely, kind, patient and knowledgeable people who have been cross-stitching for a long time. So no matter what your question is, you will feel comfortable asking it in that group. That's going to be the place to be as we start cross-stitching through this project. But if you'd rather get in touch with us directly at Caterpillar Cross Stitch, you can do so by emailing support@caterpillarcrossstitch.com or calling us on the phone number down below during normal office hours. All of our threads included are from DMC in France. Now these are colour fast, they are silky smooth, and they are the best quality. So it will really be a joy to cross stitch with all of these supplies. We include very generous amounts of the thread on the thread holders, but if you do happen to run out, we'll send more for free. I think this might be our 25th ever stitch along project. Our first one was right at the start of 2017. Yes, it was. And this year we've actually got 4 stitch alongs. So if you love this and you become completely hooked and addicted, there's plenty more coming your way. The first stitch along for 2024 was Enchanted Realms, which is a mythical, magical fantasy theme. So far we've had dragons, mermaids and fairies, but there's a few more sections of that still to be revealed. So if you're watching this now, please do head over to caterpillarcrossstitch.com to take a peek at the Enchanted Realms Sal 2. We'll also have a Halloween stitch along launching slightly later in the year, and then our normal Christmas Sal, which will launch around August, September of this year. So it's definitely worthwhile visiting the website, but also signing up for that VIP Stitch Club to get your discount code, free ebook of patterns, and also to be the first to hear when those sales are available to pre-order. We're very experienced in hosting stitch along projects, and we ship thousands of cross stitch kits all around the world every year. We're stocked in some major retailers such as John Lewis, and we've been hosting events for many years now. So we love what we do, and I would absolutely be thrilled if you would join us for this stitch along. I'm that confident that I offer a 100% satisfaction and money back guarantee, because I'm that sure that you're going to love your supplies and the process of stitching this piece. This is a great gift idea as well. So you may already be a cross stitcher and you might want to get a friend or family member into this lovely calming craft too. So if you want to order two, please just do that separately and enter their name and address when you check out. If you want to send anything as a gift as well, please note that we can include a gift note handwritten by us, so you can easily add in a lovely note when you check out. We'll handwrite that onto one of the gift cards and pop that into the package too. The yellow New York taxi will feature in the cross stitch pattern, so it really is worthwhile adding on that needle minder too when you buy a kit for the ultimate bundle. We have hundreds of YouTube tutorials here on the channel, so whether you're a beginner looking for tips and tricks or some ideas of how to get started, or if you are finishing off your project and you're wondering, what am I going to do with it next? We've got a video covering absolutely every topic that you can think of related to cross stitch. So please do check out some of the playlists here on the channel and just some of the most popular videos, which are a great way to get started. Cross stitch is great for mental health. It's very calming, and it's a fantastic way to just escape from everyday stresses and strains and just take some time out. It's very meditative, and you are simply making crosses with the thread over and over again. You're still having to use your brain because you're having to count and use the right colours, but it's a lovely thing to do instead of maybe playing on your phone late at night. You can do it while having the TV on in the background, or listening to a podcast, or just calming music. It's very easy to take on the go with you. It's very light, small, and if you grab one of our project bags as well, everything will stay safe and secure in there no matter where you are. I would absolutely love to have you join us for this next North American Adventure Stitch Along. It's going to be a whole ton of fun. Please do head over to the website caterpillarcrossstitch.com from April the 12th at 5 p.m. UK time onwards. You can sign up at any time after that as well. The website listing will still stay up. So if you are watching this after the 12th of April, don't worry, there's still time to join in. Thank you so much for being here this week and watching this video. Please do subscribe to the channel down below to catch more videos. We upload every Monday at 7 o'clock, and give this video a big thumbs up to let me know that you've liked it, so that we know to make more like this for you. Any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and we will be responding to every single one of those individually. Thanks again for being here, guys. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.